And if you're here, please fly. Right. And then so you want me to do you in order and you come up? Okay. How do you pronounce it? Where is this in the whole? Okay, I'll go and sit up there. Okay. Okay. No, I don't think so either.
Huh? That's what I want to do, get it all out of order. I'm not. It's on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please continue enjoying your dessert. But I've been given the signal to begin the evening's program. And let's face it, we all know why we're really here tonight. We're here to celebrate another smooth, stress-free filing season. No? I'm sorry, that was my line for the IRS forum. But speaking of stress, next filing season, if you find yourself feeling stressed, you know, your clients haven't completed the tax organizer like you asked them to do, their engagement letter's not been returned, they dropped their documents off, and 2 days later they're calling, what's my return look like? When those things happen, I want you to stop what you're doing, just close your eyes, say very softly, stressed, spelled backwards is desserts. And then think of your favorite savory dessert, and all that stress will slowly disappear. For tonight's first presentation, we will be doing the Fellow Awards. And we're very fortunate to have as our presenter the 2022 version, new and improved, of Lee Majors, who was the Bionic Man. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Bob Medberry.
I didn't know any of this. We're making it up as we go. So we have all the Msatp Fellow Awards. I'm going to list them all alphabetically. Some of them are here, and a couple of them will come up to the podium. So I'm going to give you the names and the number of years that they've accomplished. We have, and this is 60 hours. And, you know, most of us have to get, if you're a CPA, 40 hours or 24 hours, but this is 60 hours in a year. So I'm starting with Jennifer Allen, 3 years. Susan Allen, 1 year. Anna Barnaby, please stand up, 4 years. So we recognize the people that are here. There you go. Lisa Collins, 2 years. Margaret Davenport, 1 year. Bill Feely, 5 years. Come on up, Bill. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, a big number. Jim George, 21 years. Peter Gillis, 9 years. Al Giavetti, 28 years. Christine Giavetti, 29 years. Richard Gottfried, 9 years. Ron Grafman, 24 years. Michael McCory, 1 year. Come on up. Oh, no, he's standing up, right? Oh, you get a certificate. This is our new colors.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. Dunya Anato, 7 years. Stand up, please. No, come up. Kathleen Ostrowski, 10 years. Bradley Ralph, 4 years. Corey Rimmel, 2 years. Stand up. Is Corey here? No. Jonathan Rivlin, 4 years. Great. Ellen Silverstein, 13 years. Barbara Smith, 8 years. Tricia Tripp, 2 years. Bob Tuttle, 12 years. Okay, I'll leave us here. You're on.
Okay. Our next awards are society awards, and I'd like to ask Dunya Oneto to please come forward to make those presentations. And doesn't that sound like a song somewhere? Dunya Oneto, Dunya Oneto, gotta be.
Okay, the first award is the Sidney Weinberg Award. The Sidney Weinberg Award is given to a society member who has provided outstanding leadership to the society and the accounting profession in the past year. And this award goes to Jonathan Rivlin. Should I start the next one? Wow. Thank you, gorgeous. Hey, good job, Jonathan. The next award is the Media Award for Janice. She's not here. Next award is the Donald R. Hall Performance Award, which goes to Emily McComsky, Christine Giovanni, and Daniel Shaughnessy. None who are here tonight, but that award is a special award because Mr. Hall was instrumental in creating the society. The Board of Trustees Award goes to Christine Giovanni, and the Board of Directors Service Award goes to Dan Shaughnessy and Robert Medberry. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, I lost my place here. Past President's Award goes to Barbara Smith, our esteemed president for the last 2 years. Oh, there she is. Look what you got.
Wow.
Get a pen
And a pin? Yes.
and some packing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Outstanding Young Professionals Award, and that goes to Hannah Coyle. Okay, so I should explain what that is, but okay. The next award is the Theodore Schultz Volunteer of the Year Award, and that goes to Betty Cole Stamen. Way to go, Betty. And the next award is the 10-Year Fellow Award, which goes to Kathleen Ostrowski, and she is not here tonight. And now I'll turn it over to Ms. Barbara.
So I asked Dunya if I could please present my President's Award, and she said, okay. So I have a story that goes with the award. In 2019, at the last QuickBooks conference that I was able to attend, I was encouraged that I attended a session on OneNote. And this gentleman, Rob Smith, who's no relation to me, was giving the presentation to a room of about 100 people. And he was, strumming that OneNote, 0.7-second search. And like most presenters, we come across a time when the technology doesn't work, something, and I could see he was getting a little flustered. And you all know what a troublemaker I am. I, of course, yelled, "That's a lot more than 0.7 seconds," at which the room erupted in laughter. Then we happened to bump into Rob at the hotel later, and he set us all up in one note. Then we bumped into him again at the airport. I guess it was a friendship meant to be. Anyway, many of you might know that he did come to our convention last year and trained us on OneNote. And in addition, he's given a lot of his time in the Lunch and Learns. So if you haven't watched them, go to our website, scroll to the bottom. There's a Lunch and Learn on OneNote, on Teams, on a lot of the Microsoft 365 products. So my President's Award is going to go to Rob Smith, who I couldn't convince. He's watching on TV, I think, but I couldn't convince him to attend our conference this year. The last award is one that we don't give out every year. It's the Special Recognition Award. And let me tell you a little bit about this award. We've only given it like less than 10 times in the 63-year history that we have. The first person to get this award in 1995 was Ike Sigurdsson. Donald Hull is another recipient, and so is Ted Schultz. So you can see that the people who received this award have done some pretty amazing things for the society. The person we have selected this year to receive this award started his career selling magazines door to door for 5 cents. That tells you something right there, right? 5 cents. Then he went on to flipping hamburgers at McDonald's. That makes him seem a little younger. When he graduated from college, he went into becoming a tax professor and a CPA. This gentleman really pulled our bacon out of the fire. We were up against a brick wall and we needed leadership. And that's when he stepped up to the plate and made a perfect transition for us from somebody who had been running the society for 30 years, knew everybody, knew everything, did everything, an amazing amount of energy. And how do you replace that? Well, maybe you find somebody who's got a lot of volunteer experience, who's got a lot of history, and we were so delighted that he stepped into that plate. Bill Feely, would you come up, please, and accept the award for special recognition? Thank you so much for all that you've done.
And congratulations to all the winners. Our next presentation is for life memberships. And I can't think of a better person to make the presentation than a mother that gave life to triplets, Anna Barnaby.
The lifetime membership to the MSATP, the following members have furnished satisfactory evidence of qualifications to the membership committee, and having pledged to abide by its code of ethics, have been duly accepted as a lifetime member life member as of May 26, 2022, and are entitled to all rights and privileges provided under the Constitution and bylaws. Would the following past presidents please join me in front of the stage to be presented with their new lifetime membership certificate? Charles Egender, somewhere. David Churchman, Hazel Fields, Marion Thompson, Bob Medberry, William Feely, Bill Feely, Ellen Silverstein. Chuck. Thank you all for your service. And Bob, we have your 30-year pin also. You're not that old, but we'll just pretend. Okay. I'm not getting in the way because she's taking picture. Okay. I'm not hanging out just for the heck of it. Picture. I was gonna tell. I know.
When you looked at those individuals with the lifetime membership awards and being past presidents, I think you can just see the knowledge and wisdom and experience that this society has been blessed to have. And as I always have said when I volunteered as the ambassador and all like that, is the importance for an organization such as this is for the members to volunteer, because you only get out of it what you put in it. And if you just come, pay your fee for the seminar and leave and never volunteer, you're not getting much out of it. So please follow these young people's example and volunteer whenever the opportunity presents itself. Our last segment of the evening is the installation of officers. And we'll have a couple, I think, I won't call them speeches. I know the incoming president will, but it's my understanding that the swearing in of the president will not use a Bible. It's going to be the tax speaker's 1040 manual. And Chuck and I go back a long ways. I was thinking coming here tonight when I first got involved with the society through my work as, at that time, the assistant director of the Maryland Tax Department or Division, was almost 40 years ago. That's how long that I've been involved with this society, and it's time well spent. So at this time, the individual that's going to be doing the installation of officers is Chuck Egender. Chuck? Close it out.
Thank you, Jim. Only thing I have to say is I don't understand what everybody's complaining about tax season. It was a breeze for me. Of course, I've been retired 7 years. The Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals has become and remains a strong, vibrant, and functionally effective professional society. We need to look no further than to the dedication, the efforts, and the visions of our society leaders, both past and present, to explain our continuous success. This occasion, the induction of our officers and board of directors for the coming year, is as serious a function as any that will be performed by the society. On behalf of the entire membership, we will charge our leadership with their diligent efforts, their fiduciary adherence, their creative talents, and their steadfastness in serving our society and the profession of accounting. We do, in part, rest our professional standing at their door, and for their considerable efforts, we will give to them our respect, our concerns, and our willing assistance. With this prologue behind us, let us commence with the inductions. There are 3 positions on the board of directors that are filled because of standing rather than by membership vote. These positions are the immediate past president, the delegate from the board of trustees, and the board of trustees, for those of you that aren't sure, is all of the past presidents, and the executive director. I now ask our immediate past president, Barbara J. Smith, to come to the stage. The delegate from the board of trustees is Christine Giovetti, and she couldn't be here this evening. And as you heard at the annual meeting, Bill Feely, our current executive director, has retired, so we don't have an executive director to induct tonight. Barbara, it's because of your respected standing that you are asked to serve on the board of directors. Your knowledge and experience are essential to the board. You have come through the many issues and efforts of our past, and you are thereby uniquely qualified to lend your guidance to our future efforts. Your support, encouragement, and counsel are to be freely given to our officers, and you are charged to lend your continuous commitments to our society. If you are in agreement with this charge, please indicate by saying, "I am."
I am.
And it says, we present you with a certificate of appointment.
Thank you.
And please have a seat at the end down there. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our immediate past president, Barbara J. Smith. We have 5 positions on our board of directors that are filled by elected delegates. I now call to the stage delegates Hannah Coyle, Michael Kohler, and Michael Millargy. Is that right? Close enough. 2 of the delegates are not here, Sean Coggins and Matt Edelman. You have been elected by the membership of our society to represent them on the board of directors for the term 2022-2023. Your enthusiasm for and dedication to our profession is underscored by this selection. Along with the honor of representing your fellow professionals comes significant responsibilities. You are therefore charged with devoting to our society your time, talents, and efforts. We further charge you to fully participate in the activities of the board of directors and to support the workings of the society as your circumstances will best allow. You are to give of yourself while you educate yourselves to our societal activities so that you may become of ever-increasing value to our society. If you are in agreement with this charge, please indicate by saying, "I am." I now present you with certificates of appointment. Hannah? Mr. Mike? And Michael? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the delegates of the board of directors. Next order of business is to induct our line officers. I call to the stage the secretary, Jonathan Rivlin, treasurer, Ann Elliott, second vice president, Ellen Silverstein, and first vice president, Dunya Oneto. The Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals membership has elected you for the term of 2022-2023. In electing you for these leadership positions, your fellow professionals have demonstrated their faith in your leadership qualities, your effectiveness to perform the fiduciary responsibilities of the society, to communicate and record the activities to the board to the society, to refine your leadership qualities, and to fine-tune the vision of the society for the future. If you are in agreement with this charge, please indicate by saying, "I am." Turn the page. And I now present you with certificates of appointment. Let me find Jonathan.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah. And you will, in a couple of minutes, see Ellen Silverstein, because the induction is normally done by a past president. Your incoming president asked that Ellen induct her, and Ellen, in addition to being coming up the chain again, is a past president of the society. So at this time, Dennis, would you come up, please?
Thank you, sir. Afternoon, everybody. I'm Dennis Farnvey, and Barnaby's significant other. I was asked to say a few words and happy to oblige. I have seen Jim speak at these events before. We have other professional speakers. I am not a professional speaker. If you're familiar with the Toastmasters, this is not that. If you've seen American Idol, where that person gets up and is the worst singer in the world, and you think, does that person not have any friends that told him he can't sing and he shouldn't do this? This is closer to that. So I'm going to have to look up how to make speech. All right, first thing, to make a speech, try to make a good impression. Kurban somebody, kurban contender. Look at me now, I'm just a bum, just a bum. Well, that's not what it meant, sorry. Second tip here is if you're nervous, to imagine the audience in their underwear. I'm not doing this tonight. All right. So Maurice Flanagan once wrote about leadership. Some seek leadership, some are thrust into it. What kind of leader are you? All these people up here started off as volunteers. This is open to everybody in the society. Get engaged and you progress. You add to the society. You become a leader to the society. And thank you all for what you do. Tonight, obviously, Msatp is inducting the latest leadership team. These people all come from different walks of life. People with different experiences. People with different opinions. That diversity is what makes this team informed and balanced. So it's not those blind spots. But even with those differences, they have a lot in common. They share the same goals and desires for the future of Msatp. Like parents that want the same success for their children, they may sometimes disagree with the how, but they agree on the what. It's a combination of those differences and their common goal that will make this group strong and effective. Embrace those. So, as the incoming president, I got a little bit of experience here. My daughter has a concept that she's studying in biology of nature versus nurture. If you're not familiar with this concept, we're all born wired certain ways to do certain things, to operate in certain things. And then there are major events in our lives that happen that are the nurture part that shape our approach to things. So Anna, if you haven't read her bio, she was born in Portugal. At 4 years old, came to America. The daughter of immigrants, her life was shaped very early with some fairly deep responsibilities. Imagine your parents getting something in the mail and handing it to you and say, read this for me. Because I don't know what it says. You're learning English. Tell me what it says. Her parents relied on her to translate various things that came to the house. Her parents worked multiple jobs. They weren't highly educated, but they made a living for a family of 4. That work ethic is at her core. Sad news for everybody up here. It's what she expects from everybody else. I've lived this for quite some time. Young girls often dream of being princess, actress, model. We talked at Cards last night. Talked about, didn't you want to be a cheerleader in high school? Anna wanted to be an accountant. I am not kidding. This was Anna's dream. Careful what you ask for. So she got her bachelor's. She started her career. Her career was always driven by events. This is that nature versus nurture thing. Every time she faced a job change or challenge, she got 3 new alphabet soup after her name. She went and got her MBA. She went and got her CPA. Motivated by events. She became a small business owner. How many people in here own their own business? I know this isn't solo or BBCC. You guys are amazing, okay? There's no team. There's no backup, right? It's you guys. It's a big deal. So as a leadership, most org charts show the leaders at the top, the workers at the bottom. There might be some layers in between in the bigger orgs. And that's the way things start out. Leaders set the direction of the organization. I've participated in some of the strategic planning sessions. The leaders set the tone and the goals and the objectives for the whole organization. But once you get that direction set, good leaders flip the org chart. Just like people here that are parents, you lead a family, okay? I'm going to make an analogy here. My wife hates my analogies, so I had to include one in the speech. But they're both organizational kind of constructs. And as a leader of your family, you make major decisions. Where am I going to live? Smaller things. What are we going to have for dinner? Where are we going on vacation, right? A responsible parent buys a safe, reliable SUV for their family of 4 instead of a 2-seater Mazda Miata, right? There's good leaders and there's not so good leaders. You make decisions for the organization. At certain times, and depending on the maturity of your family, you include them in certain decisions. You might ask your teenager, what do you want to do for dinner? What do you want to go tonight? You probably don't ask your 3-year-old or 4-year-old that, right? Chuck E. Cheese is a lot to take after a while. But if you're going to ask, where do you want to go on vacation? Be ready to accept that input or don't ask, right? There's that kind of dynamic that goes on. The same can be said for employees and our membership. We're asking them for information. We got to be ready to act on it. If we don't want it, don't ask for it. Different employees, different members have different maturity, different experiences. There are some you want to turn to because their wisdom is there. There's others you're like, not yet. You need to learn for a little bit. Just like that 5-year-old versus the 15 or 20-year-old, right? So you treat your children differently as they mature. Treat your membership and your employees the same way. But you're there to help them. You set goals for your family. Do you want college degrees? Do you want to raise an independent, successful human being? Whatever the goals, you support them. You inform them. You educate them. Give the resources they need to be successful. Isn't that what you do? Right? Trying to help your membership, trying to help your employees. Give them what they need to be successful because their success is your success. So as such, good parenting is extremely valuable experience. And as Jim already quipped about, Anna has experience out the wazoo. She's a parent to 3. The daughters have grown up. They've got their master's degree. They have jobs. They've been successful. They're at the point, they're independent, right? That's what we want from our society members. That's what we want from our employees, to raise them up. And that's our job as a leadership team to make that possible. So having said all that, talk a little bit about, if you're familiar with the behavioral interview concept. If I did a behavioral interview with Anna, I've got a little bit of insight in terms of her behavior over the last 40 years. She will leverage her personal knowledge and experience in her new role. She will give herself to this position. She is binary. It's all or nothing. That's the way she is. She will listen to and act on input. We typically hear this as guys, tell me whether you want me to help or tell me whether you want me to listen. Let in or no if you wanted to help or you just want to vent, because she'll act. She'll hear, she'll act. She'll try to fix that problem. She will support and make decisions she believes are in the best interest of the society. One of my favorites is Bill Belichick. I'm sure you're not all Patriots fans. No matter what happens, no matter what decision he makes and how it goes, his response is always, I did what I thought was in the best interest of the team. Anna will always do what's in the best interest, in her view, of the society. She has high expectations about the work ethic for her work products. Again, I know this through experience. There is no try, there's do. And whether you're a volunteer or paid, she's expecting that product to be high quality and high caliber. She will operate with integrity, honesty, and ethics. So with all that said, and with great pride for me, that's my speech on my wife and the incoming president of MSHP.
Anna, why don't you join me on the stage? Do you want to put that down? No cheating. The office of President of the Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals is of critical importance to the profession of accounting. The office of President leads the only professional association in the state of Maryland that opens its membership and thereby represents all facets of our profession: accountants, CPAs, enrolled agents, tax practitioners, bookkeepers, and other business professionals. And not only in the state of Maryland, for our membership has grown beyond our borders to the point where we have represented our profession at a regional level. In electing you as our president, we have placed on your shoulders the well-being of our profession. We are entrusting you with our professional standing within the societal structure in which we live and work, as you represent us before all who have occasion to knock on our door. We have recognized your qualities and charge you to use them to the best of your abilities, to lead us and to represent us. We have recognized your abilities and charge you with the task of leading us to ever greater heights in our professional, standing. We ask for and expect your commitment to the tasks at hand, and in doing, we pledge our assistance and cooperation. If you are willing to accept this charge, we ask you to indicate by saying, I am.
I am.
We present you with a certificate of appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your president of the Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals, Anna Barnaby. Congratulations.
Gosh, sorry, I have to take a deep breath. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be elected to be the Society's president. I am humbled by the number and types of people that have been president before me. When I first became a member in 2016, I never expected to become involved in the Society's board. I was just looking for local education at the time. Patty Snell approached me at the BBCC, which was called the Solo back then, in Hershey, Pennsylvania in 2017. She wasted no time to see if I could help the society. Since I lived close to the Columbia office, I said I would be willing to help. Be careful what you ask for, because now you have me as president. Sorry. Seriously, I have valued everyone I have met on committees and the board. Many people have helped me throughout the way, with Ellen and Barbara influencing me the most. Those are the only two presidents I've served with. Through their actions and advice, they have shown me the tools and qualities to be a great president. I can only hope I can meet their ability and will continue to rely on their support. I have enjoyed being in all of my positions, but being a chairperson for the Membership Marketing Committee and the Strategic Leadership have been my most challenging to date. I had marketing in both my undergrad and my graduate degrees, but I didn't know what the heck to do with strategic leadership. Luckily, my husband Dennis heard me speaking about strategic leadership with one of my Msatp board members, and he said, you know, I do that as part of my job, which, if anyone knows, my husband is a government employee. I'm not allowed to know what he does. So, sorry. We immediately, and it wasn't just me, everybody on the board said, yes, let's do it. We immediately snookered him into volunteering for the Society's Strategic Leadership Committee to set us up with a plan and to guide us, or as Ellen said, keep pushing us in the right direction. As I start my presidency, we will be looking for a new executive director that will fulfill our needs and expand our presence in the community. Thank you, Bill, for stepping in 2 years ago to help us through a rough time with Sandy retiring. You encouraged the staff to take on new challenges. We are fortunate to have Naval as our assistant director. She is an intelligent, hardworking, and calming asset to our society. We also have incredible staff that is the backbone of the society. I feel they should start becoming more involved with our committees and the board. They should be participating in our meetings with ideas and guidance because they are the closest to our membership and the processes. One of my goals is to speak with members, non-members, and other people in our profession about what our society offers to members. I ask each one of you here to help me in this goal because I cannot fulfill this goal by myself. Our society must continue to offer relevant education by finding new subjects and speakers. The analysis and impact of legislation on our members and clients is a continuous challenge we must keep current. My biggest goal is we need to look to the future of our society by attracting new and younger members and participants because we have many people who are retiring. This is both an exciting and challenging time for the society. I look forward to helping us take on the future. Thank you, everyone.
I'm going to go off script a little bit. The society lives and breathes on volunteers. You've heard it tonight. You have to. You get involved and you make a lot of friends. The people you work with, you volunteer with. It's really worthwhile and keeps the society going. And it's how you get new ideas into the society is through volunteers. For the purpose of congratulating the Maryland Society of Accounting and Tax Professionals leadership for the coming year, I'm going to call the members of the Board of Trustees who are here to come forward, and we will form a receiving line for the new officers. I'll call them up in order. Unfortunately, the first person I want to call up is myself. I was president 2003, 2004. The next year, David Churchman was 2004, 2005. If you'll start down there, Dave, please. Al Giavetti is not here. Hazel Fields, 2006, 2007. And somehow, many years ago, she became my hug buddy. Marion Thompson, 2007, 2008. Ron Graftman, who had to leave early Tuesday, was 2009, 2010. Bob Medberry, 2012, 2013. Bill Feely, 2013, 2014. Then I skipped Patty Meagher because she's not here. She was president for 2 years. And then we have Bob Medberry again, 16, 17. And Bill Feely, 17, 18. 18, 20 is your new second vice president, Ellen Silverstein. So we won't put her down there. And then, of course, 20 to 22 is the immediate past president, Barbara Smith. So I would ask the new officers to please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your new officers for 2022, 2023. And then Barbara, if you would lead off the receiving line, please. I took everybody's hand except Anna. I didn't get to shake your hand. Congratulations. Mike, you were supposed to be next. Mike and Mike.
When you were president, that was my first year I first started taking some.
Okay. Wow.
I remember you ringing the bell.
Oh man, my burger man.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the evening. Don't forget, Hospitality Suite, room 827.